So today we're going to do a little spinal mobility flow, and I will meet you at the top of our mat in a standing position. So you can take your feet about hip-width distance apart, lift and spread the toes, ground down through the inner and outer edge of the heels. Lift the shoulders towards the ears, roll them back down the spine away from the ears, broadening across the collarbones. You can shine the palms forward or keep them slightly turned in towards the thighs as you close down the eyes and begin to check in with your breath. Seal off the lips here. Begin to activate that Ujjayi breath, constricting the back of the throat slightly. Maybe take a moment to set an intention for your practice here this afternoon. And maybe that's patience and acceptance for your body exactly how it is today, knowing that it might be different than it was yesterday, last week. And just take time with your body today, moving nice and slow into all those spaces in the spine between the vertebrae. And on your next inhale, lift the hands up overhead, bring the palms together. And exhale, draw the thumbs towards the heart center, finding Anjali Mudra, prayer position. And your inhale sweeps the arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. One more time, inhale to sweep the hands up. This time on your exhale, fold and come all the way down. Inhale to halfway lift, find a flat spine, bring the hands to the shins. And with your exhale, plant the hands, step your feet back, find your downward facing dog. So the hips are lifting up and back towards the wall behind you, finding that forward pelvic tilt here. So reaching the cheeks in opposite direction, thinking about spiraling the legs out, opposite direction from one another. Find some external rotation of the arms and shoulders here, so finding some space along the back side of the body. And gaze between the thighs. The breath be long here, nice and relaxed. Really push down into the finger pads to keep from dumping into the wrists. And on an inhale, begin to slowly wave the body forward, coming into a high plank position, top of a push-up. And with your exhale, lead with the tailbone, come back, wave into your downward facing dog. Another inhale brings you forward, rolling out the spine, coming into the high plank. And exhale, lead with the tailbone, let the head come between the arms. Inhale forward. And exhale back. One more time, inhale forward. Exhale back. Shorten the stance by just a couple of steps. So we're going to make a smaller downward facing dog here. From our shortened downward facing dog, take an inhale here. With your exhale, reach for the right ankle with the left hand. Take a small twist. So the gaze is up towards the ceiling underneath the right armpit. Find some rotation in the spine here and some length along the back side of the legs. Let's take another breath in. And exhale to unwind. Breathe in here at center. And with your exhale, twist to the opposite side. So right hand goes for the left ankle or left shin. Begin to twist the torso, gazing up underneath the left armpit towards the ceiling. Another breath in. And exhale to unwind. Bring the hand back alongside the left. Step your feet back to your downward facing dog. Your next inhale, extend the right leg up and back behind you. Open the right knee, stack the right hip on top of the left. So here you can begin to make little circles with the knee, moving in one direction. Just lubricating that hip joint here. And then moving in the opposite direction to even it out. Neutralize the hips, extend the right leg long, take an inhale. With your exhale, step the right foot between the hands, come into a high lunge position. So stay up on the ball of the back foot, inhale, reach the hands up overhead. Exhale, let the shoulders settle down the spine, nice and strong through that back thigh. Take an inhale here. Then with your exhale, twist open to the right, let the right fingertips travel back behind you, left fingertips in front of you. Inhale back to center. Then exhale, twist open to the right. Inhale brings you back. Exhale, spin it open. This time stay for the inhale. And then with your exhale, reach the right fingertips back to the left thigh, extend the left hand up overhead. Another breath in here. And with your exhale, windmill the arms down towards your mat. Step your right foot back to meet your left in high plank position. And we'll start that wave with the spine. So leading with the tailbone, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, extend the left leg up and back behind you. Open and stack the hips, bend into the left knee. Again, making circles here. Begin to trace a nice big round circle with the knee, moving in one direction. And then the other. Neutralize the hips, extend the left leg, take an inhale. Exhale, step the left foot forward between the hands. Inhale to come up to high lunge position. Exhale to settle, let the shoulders move down the spine, away from the ears. Really strong through that right thigh, so engaging the quad here. Stay up on the ball of the back foot, inhale. Exhale, spin open to the left, so left fingertips travel behind you. Inhale to center. Exhale, spin open. Inhale up. And exhale to twist. This time stay for your inhale. Reach the left fingertips back to the right thigh. Extend the right hand up towards the ceiling. Take another breath in here. And on an exhale, windmill the arms forward, frame the left foot. Step it back to meet the right in high plank position, and again, that spinal wave to downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. Finding length in the back of the legs as you begin to reach the heels down towards the earth, but keeping the integrity of your spine here, so creating that forward pelvic tilt as you reach up and back with the sit bones. Your next inhale, gaze towards the top of your mat. Come onto the tiptoes. Bend into the knees. Step or hop forward. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale, fold in. Bring the big toes to touch. Keep a slight space between the heels here. With your next inhale, reach up. Sit your buns back into chair pose. So think about reaching down with your sit bone. So instead of creating that anterior pelvic tilt, just think more about posterior tilt, slight tucking of the tailbone. Gaze down, make sure you can see all 10 of your toes. Take an inhale here. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Inhale at center. Exhale, twist open to the right. Hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Press into the hands to help spin the chest open. And gaze down at your knees, make sure they're in line with one another. And then back up towards the ceiling. Your next inhale, begin to step gently back with that left foot. So really strong into the right foot here. Nice and easy, high lunge with a twist. Find your stability. Find a drishti, a focal point to rest the gaze on. One more breath in. And out. Next, inhale, unwind towards the front of the room, high lunge. Exhale, release the hands down. Step your left foot forward to meet the right. So again, bring the big toes to touch, separate the heels. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, begin to sit into your seat, lift the hands up overhead, chair pose. The thighs are hugging in towards one another here. And see if you can push down into the outer edges of your feet to activate the outer glutes. Check in with the pelvis, take an inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center, prayer pose. Inhale here. And exhale, twist open to the left. So again, hook that right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Gaze down at your knees, make sure they're in line with one another. Take an inhale here. And exhale. One more breath in. And with your out breath, step that right foot back into a high lunge with a twist. You can continue pressing the palms into one another to help spiral the chest open. Really getting into the spine here. And with your next inhale, reach the hands up overhead. Exhale, release the hands. Step the left foot back to meet the right, high plank. Take an inhale here. Exhale, wave the spine back, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths in your downward dog. Your next inhale, extend the right leg up and back behind you. Exhale, step the right foot forward, step between the hands. Inhale up to high lunge. Exhale, spin it open to the right. Inhale, reach the right hand down, left hand up. Exhale, windmill the arms forward. So getting into a flow, step the right foot back to meet the left. And wave the spine back, downward facing dog. Straight into the opposite side, inhale, left leg lifts. And exhale, step it through. Inhale up, high lunge. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, reach the left hand back, right hand up. Exhale, windmill the arms forward. Step the left foot back. And downward facing dog. And inhale here. Stay for the exhale. Bend into the knees, look forward, inhale. And exhale, hop to the top of your mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, forward. Inhale all the way up, reach the hands high. And exhale, hands to heart center. Take an inhale here, lift the right leg. Coming into one-legged Tadasana, so bending into the knee. And exhale, step the right foot back behind you, all the way to the back of your mat. And spin open to Warrior 2. You can inhale here, straighten the front leg, reach the hands high. Turn your left toes to face the side of the mat. Inhale here. And exhale, fold forward into your wide-legged forward fold. So the heels can be slightly out, toes are slightly in. Fingertips can be in line with the tips of the toes. Breathe into the back of the body here. And then walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale to come up halfway. So bring your right hand to the center of the mat. And your left hand can come to the low back or the sacrum. Take an inhale here. And exhale, begin to twist the torso, making sure that the sacrum stays level. So if you feel okay in this position, maybe you want to play with extending the left arm towards the sky. Let's take another breath in. And on an exhale, bring the left hand down, switch spaces. So replace the right hand with the left. Bring the right hand to the sacrum, take an inhale. And with your exhale, twist open towards the opposite side. So really leaning back into that right shoulder, but making sure your hips stay level. And again, if you're feeling okay in this position, maybe you can reach the right hand up. And exhale, release the right hand down. Begin to walk the hands towards the front of your mat, spinning onto that left foot. Step the left foot back to meet the right, downward facing dog. And then lower the knees down to your mat. You can bring them wide, bring the big toes to touch. Sit the buns back to child's pose. With your next inhale, make little tents with your hands. So come up onto the fingertips, slightly lift the head, just enough so you can walk the hands over to the right side of your mat. So really reach that left sitting bone back towards the left heel. Create some space along the left side of the body. Next inhale, come back through center. Stay nice and low with the chest and the head. Nice slow movements here. We're not trying to rush. And again, let the chest descend, let the hip on the right hand side reach towards the right heel. Really finding some opening along the right side body, the right lat. Next inhale brings you back to center. Stay for the exhale. And with your next inhale, walk the hands in towards the body, sitting the torso upright, back onto the heels. You can bring the knees in towards one another. And set the hips off to the side. Bring the feet out in front of you. Shimmy your way down towards the center of your mat. And come to lying on your back. So bend the knees. Place the soles of the feet on your mat. Pick your hips up and over to the right hand side of your mat. Straighten the left leg nice and long, and then draw the right knee across to the left side of the body. So here you want to make sure that your right shoulder stays planted. You can extend the right arm out to the side. If it feels okay for the neck, you can turn to gaze out over your right fingertips. Draw the right leg back across the body. Reset the feet on your mat. Reset the hips, so you'll scoot them back through the center, and then over to the opposite side of the mat. So the hips come to the left, the right leg extends long, the left leg moves across to the right side of the body, and the left arm extends to the left side. So again, you can turn your head to gaze out over the left fingertips if that feels okay to the neck. Just take a few rounds of breath here. Your next inhale, draw the left leg back across the body, reset the feet, reset the hips. Hug everything in towards the center, make a little ball. Bring the forehead towards the knees. Give yourself a nice squeeze. And with an exhale, release everything down onto your mat into your Shavasana. You can stay here for as long as you'd like, taking as many breaths and as much time as you need to feel complete in your practice here. ready to come out, you can bend the knees, roll over to one side, and be gentle with yourself as you press yourself into a comfortable seat. Bring the hands to heart center. Bow the wisdom of the mind to the wisdom of the heart. Know that the light, the student and teacher in me honors and respects that very same light, student, and teacher that resides within you. Okay, so thank you so much for practicing with me today. Again, my name is Brittany. If you have any questions or would like to reach out to me regarding trainings or retreats, my Instagram is Brittany Does Life, BRITTANY Does Life, or you can find me on Facebook at Britt Greer, and my email yogabeatseats@gmail.com. Thanks so much.